And Blessed Carlo Acutis will not be canonized alone. He will be proclaimed saint alongside another young Italian man, Blessed Pier Giorgio Frassati, who died at the age of 24 in 1925. His canonization was originally scheduled during the Jubilee of Youth until Pope Leo decided to combine his Mass with Carlo's for early September. EWTN Vatican journalist Benedicte Cedergren tells us more about his life and his joyful witness to the faith.
Born in 1901, Pier Giorgio grew up in one of Turin's wealthiest neighborhoods and families. His father, Alfredo Frassati, was the owner and director of the national newspaper La Stampa. Despite his wealth, Pier Giorgio was always ready to give to the poor and those most in need. He dedicated himself to social and charitable works, actively participating in Catholic Action, the St. Vincent de Paul Society, and the Dominican Third Order. After school, Pier Giorgio attended the Royal Polytechnic Institute of Turin, where he pursued a degree in mining engineering, so that he could one day serve Christ better among the miners.
It
was a deliberate choice. He wanted to prepare for a life dedicated to working with those he saw, and who were widely recognized at the time as one of the most exploited social classes, miners in Europe and across the world. His goal was to become an engineer who could work alongside these disadvantaged workers.
Beyond his commitment to the Catholic lay movement, Pier Giorgio was also an active member of the Italian Alpine Club and often climbed Italy's highest peaks with his friends. On July 4th, 1925, at only 24 years old, Pier Giorgio died from a sudden case of polio, most likely contracted while helping a poor family in need. In 1990, Pier Giorgio was beatified by Pope John Paul II, who called him the Man of the Beatitudes for his exemplary work in bringing comfort and happiness to the poor, suffering, meek, hungry, and in need of mercy.
As John Paul II expressed it, in our century, Pier Giorgio Frassati embodied a credible Christianity, one that actively engages with the world, a faith like a lamp set high to give light to all.
Ahead of his canonization on September 7th, Pier Giorgio's relics were brought from Turin to the Dominican Basilica of Santa Maria sopra Minerva in Rome for the first time for thousands of pilgrims to venerate. To this day, Pier Giorgio continues to be a source of inspiration for young Catholics across the globe.
Pier Giorgio was just a young person like me who loved his faith and lived it in a lively way and encouraged, his friends and people his age to love Jesus. His service of the poor is also just a really great model for me, but particularly just his zeal for evangelization was special to me, and I think inspiring as a young college student who was growing in her faith and coming to know the Lord.
In Rome, Benedicte Cedergren for EWTN News Nightly.